Hello, fellow makers. Well, I finally started playing with more with my Cricut, and this time was to do print and cut. I hadn't done that before. Usually, I've just been cutting, cardstock or basic images, basic cuts, uh, vinyl cardstock. And now we've been playing with the idea of making stickers, just small batches of stickers. So we want to look at the print and cut. I'd always thought it was really hard. It has to be calibrated. You need your own printer. Da, 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 da. Now it does have to be calibrated. So I just tried it on ours, and it seems ours is calibrated. If yours doesn't come out right, then maybe because it's not calibrated. I don't know how to calibrate. I've not looked into that yet, but I'm sure there's videos about that. So here we go with the basic ideas. I tend to just get my own images, upload them, kind of thing, and SVGs or PNGs both seem to work. And I thought I deleted that robot before. I'll double check again. So here, let's do the gnome. Let's do the gnome. Add to canvas. So here's our gnome. Because I had it called Dan. Let's try this again. Let's go with our gnome. Add the canvas. All right, there's our gnome. So up here it says it's a basic cut, so it'll cut out, all those. It'll cut out all the white and just leave the black, right? Your basic idea of how you make a vinyl sticker. Okay, so if we change to print and cut, what that does is it gives us the option to send this to a printer, which is more awesome when you have color stuff, and then it will cut it. But again, if you do this just like this, it will literally cut out all the black lines. It will cut all the white stuff in between out. So if that's what you want, do it. I'll show you where that would be. On here it wouldn't be bad, but it's going to be really awkward to work with, right? So what you do is we come up here to where it says offset, and we create an offset. You can change the size of your offset. You see and on the blue lines there where the offset is. And you see that's also got offsets. It's going to make cut lines. All these blue lines are cut lines. So we hit apply, and that's what we get. That's not what we want. I just want to cut around the outside of this. So what I need to do is so I'm selected on the offset. I need to change that to just a basic cut. And I'm also going to want to change the color in a minute here. But look down here on the bottom right where it says contour. That's all of those cuts right there, all those cuts. And basically we want to hide all of them. It won't hide the first one, the outside one. So it'll hide all of them. Now you can do that individually if you want, or just hit, hide them all. And then just close. And so that's what's going to cut. It's going to cut the outline that's there. Now, since it's kind of hard to really see, right? So I tend to make it white, so it's easier to see. Now something I did before, I actually ended up with blue. Well, because I had made the contour blue, and it actually printed blue, and cut it out because it was part of a print and cut. So that was why I went to making it white. Now here's another step. So we did the offset, we made it white, we can change what it does. I hid the contours. Now we kind of need to make that as one operation. So we need to select both of them. So I just clicked and dragged so I could cover both, or Control A selects all, or Command A if you're on a Mac. And then I want to flatten. Usually I use attach for things, but I have not tried if attach works in this. But the videos that I watched said flatten puts these all together, and you see it's all together as one. And you can kind of see the outline that's going to get cut, right? So now, those are the steps. Now, if we go to make, it's going to print these registration marks, the corner things. Now, this is just the framing of where where your images are. I thought it was going to print that and then cut that. No, it's not. It's gonna because we have white. It's gonna cut on the white. Let's go back. I wonder if I change that to a light blue. What'll first probably have to unflatten. And that offset, let's make that offset be a something, right? Just to see what it does. And then we're going to select them both, flatten, make. Yeah, it's going to print that as blue. Literally. It's going to print the whole thing blue and then black on top of it. And we don't want that to happen. That's why we have to pick white. I was hoping it would like make the line blue, but no, it's because the whole thing, whole contour. So let's go back. Unflatten. And then I just want the offset. I just want the offset to be white. Okay. Now we can flatten. There we go. And then make. So again, you cannot print full size to a piece of paper because it needs to print these registration marks. That's how the Cricut senses where the image is. When you feed it in, it's going to read those. So we're going to do this. This is just kind of framing, showing you where things are. We'll hit continue. Send to printer. Now lots of places, you can decide what you want to do with bleed. A lot of places recommend using your own system dialog for the printer, which is okay. Just want to get your best print, right? And then I'm just going to say I already printed. Pick your material. I'm just going to say I have copy paper in here. Load. There we go. And then you'll hit your go. And what it's going to do is it's going to scan for these marks. Mine's going to go crazy because I don't have a paper in there. So it's going to scan for these marks. We have put it in a printed thing, and it's going to try and find them. And when it finds them, then it's going to come. So that's how it works. Let's cancel you because you're going to have trouble finding marks that don't exist. So that was with a PNG. So let's get rid of view and let's show SVG. And just to make sure that you believe me, that's an SVG. There's an SVG of the robot. So that's the robot that I thought I deleted before. So I'm going to upload that robot. Upload. Boom, right there. Make it whatever size you want. And again, I want this to be a print and cut. And then I want to create an offset. And we'll let it do whatever. Again, you can adjust the size of the offset and hit apply. And that also, again, we need to make it be basic cut so that we can come down here to the contour and hide all. We can hide them all one at a time if you really want. If you don't have too many. There we go. And boom. So it's just going to cut all around there. That part right there might be interesting. It's going to cut that out also. If you don't want, so that's the thing you got to look at with your image, right? I'm going to leave that on top. And let's see what happens when we flatten. Yeah, it still is left on top. Let's see what happens when we make. Oh, I didn't bring it up front. Oh, I wonder what happened. I don't know. So let's actually do it the way we really should, right? Let's arrange these and send that to the back. Oop, wrong one. I want to send that to the back. And this we want to bring to the front. All right, what's going on here? You come to the front. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Because it's black. No, it's black on black, right? So offsets. So if we made it any other color, we'd be able to see the black, right? All right, so now that I messed things up, I'm gonna click and drag to select them all, and then click and drag to select them both, and then align them back again. Boom. Yeah, this cut right in here might be a little iffy for this. So, but again, we select them, we flatten them, we go to make, we print it, we send to printer. I've already printed, and then we feed it in just like normal. You know, pick your thing, load the tools, press in, and again, those little registration marks. It's gonna find those. Now let's try something else. Let's do this. I don't want to do an outline. I just want to put it on a shape. So we've got all these shapes over here, right? Shapes. I just want to do a circle. Come on. Nope, not what I want. Shapes. Circle. Okay. So again, you want to make that white. And ooh, that didn't work. I said circle. What's it not liking? Did I not say circle? Interesting. I was thought you could grab a corner and just kind of drag out, but it's making me do this. And it's now going to be all messed up because let's undo them for all right. It's odd. I thought I was able to do that before, to grab a corner and actually just proportionally make it. Whatever. It doesn't like me. So I make it white. Send it to the back. There we go. Let's just make the robot a little smaller, right? Huh. Odd. It's not letting me do what I want to do, which is just grab a corner and do it proportionally. Alright, whatever. We gotta make our circle bigger. Okay. 6 by 6. There we go. We'll do that. And again, back to, select them both. Select them both. Why? There we go. Align, centered up. Now, sometimes center doesn't look perfectly centered, though it is actually centered. I just want to. And again, so we just put a circle around it, made it white, and now we are going to flatten. Now, make sure we're flattened. That's print and cut. That's basic cut. Awesome. And then we will flatten it. It's not selecting. Interesting. Flatten. Boom. And I was afraid that when I did this, that it was going to cut the box out, but it didn't. That's just like showing you the framing of it. It cut it out as a circle. So there's SVGs, there's PNGs, they both work. We can see it gives me the be able to do that. So you can do the same with doing multiples. And then hit make. It's going to rearrange them, isn't it? Oh, it wants to do two. Oh, because of the size I did. That's going to want to do it in 2 pages. They won't quite fit on 1 page because of the size of them. But it's going to arrange them how they need to be arranged to do multiples. There we go. It's reminding us how to do print and cut.